Your brand is going well and you're wondering, how should I go on different markets and go international? This is the subject of this video, and we're going to focus on LinkedIn prospection and how to set up everything. What should you do if you're considering going international? My name's Matthew Manlin. I'm a growth hacker at MirrorProfiles, the only service that allows you to rent a LinkedIn account to automate LinkedIn without the risk of getting banned. Great. So you've got a company, a product or a service, and you're looking to expand to new markets in a foreign country. Maybe you're looking to diversify, find new clients, find new verticals, and you're wondering, okay, what should I do? First of all, what we recommend in Mirror Profiles is to evaluate a little bit more about, okay, are my competitors around? What are they doing? How they communicate? What's the culture like? What's the language like? Everything around that. And do a big market research. That's the first step to any given market, really. Going international can be great for your company, like it can be a total failure. Here are a few examples of companies that did well. For example, French brands such as Sophie the giraffe, which is a little toy that was exported to Japan and now is implanted in more than 600 different stores. We have the French cheese called Kiri, that's now in Japan, and also the French brioche dorée, French franchise that's now international. And because of their French name, really stands out from their competitors. So they had a look, good market research, and then implanted all their B2C strategy to that. Now, if you're a B2B company and you're trying to reach the right target audience with the right people, maybe you want to use LinkedIn. Well, just not only maybe, that's for sure. LinkedIn is really optimal when you're trying to reach the right people, because most of the people, so the platform LinkedIn is a social network. So people go there to find jobs, talk about themselves, learn about stuff, and show their expertise. If you're there and you're showing your expertise on LinkedIn, it's a really good sign for people to trust you and then get and pay your services. As LinkedIn is very, very popular at the moment, a lot of people have an account. So the big advantage of starting to build your acquisition strategy on LinkedIn is that you're able to filter all the people according to different criteria such as industry, size, different people, and so you can then match these criteria to a strategy or to your ICP and persona and build your marketing and sales sequences around that. So once you've identified which country you're going to go to next export your services, you want to think about three main things. First of all, is your team trained? So do you know the market well? Do you know the language? Do you know the culture? Because in some countries, you want to sell yourself a lot. For example, in America, it's very success stories. So started from the bottom, now we're here kind of vibe. And in different countries, for example, Australia, it's a lot less like, okay, don't brag too much. So you have to find the right balance between the two. So that's the team. Then you want to make sure you've got a means to receive payments. So make sure you're able to receive international payments. That's important. And then you want to make sure you can convert all your marketing material to the tailored people, so to the different markets. So now here are four main steps to follow to internationalize your company. First of all, you want to assess your company, your needs in terms of people, money, availability, and workflow. So that's the first step. Then assess the needs of your target audience. Then structure your strategy and be very meticulous about how you're going to go with a timeline of where you're going and how you're going to do, and to assess essentially if you're doing well or not. And then fourth but not least, fine-tune the details. Make sure every detail is set and ready for each possible scenario. If A doesn't go well, what do we do? B, C, D, assess the risk assessments and project management, basically. So what are the different options for you to explore in terms of marketing and sales strategies? Well, you've got the basics, so the marketing content, white papers, webinars, and stuff like that. And you want to make sure these are translated and ready to be sent to your target audience. Then you want to make sure you keep doing those main marketing, so newsletter. It only takes time, and you just need to make sure you keep the value in there. So you try and do that. And in terms of networks, you want to surf the wave. So if you've got so, for example, ChatGPT was a great thing if you adapt. I loved there was an ad from this building company that was building a building in the middle of the city, and there's this big scaffolder. They put a big piece of advertisement saying, "ChatGPT, finish this building." That's funny because it talks about what's going on at the moment, and that human skill can sometimes not be replaced. So it's a clever way of catching the eye and the attention and being very accurate with what's going on at the moment. Then you've got some displays you can do, put ads, regular ads, and then you can build your SEO also, so search engine optimizing. So it's making sure you are well ranked on different search engines. And then you can build your recommendations, such as someone well known talking about your services and what you're doing and recommending you for to work with. And then you can build those partnerships with the people already there to partner up with another company to communicate. And finally, LinkedIn, the subject of this video. LinkedIn is the strategy we use personally to go abroad to develop our activity from France to the US. And we're going to talk about how we did it in detail. First of all, we gave ourselves about 5 months. So after the market research, after we decided, okay, LinkedIn is very, very active in the US, we want to go there. We know the people are active and answer because we already helped some clients to go there. We're like, okay, now people need to have these profiles. So we decided to do that. And so the 5 first months of our process was mainly setting up 10 LinkedIn accounts in different main cities, New York, Washington, and big cities, San Francisco, to make sure the big CEOs and the recruiters were getting some messages and interaction there. Then during 3 months, we decided to go on SEO, so translate all our blog content on there to make sure the people, when they clicked on our website, had some content in English. And finally, we took these people, and during the last month, from what we learned from messaging, we used that to do emailing, and that was very, very powerful. With 10 LinkedIn accounts, we were able to send about 1,000 requests per week. That means about 4,000 people. And by doing so, plus emailing and plus everything, we were able to have a return on investment of about 3.3. So it meant that for every penny we spent, we got 3 times the money. So that was really good. And we booked about 140 meetings a month. So that's absolutely crazy when you think of in terms of what we did. We just had the large amount of database and a good copywriting that allowed us to have about 35% reply rate on LinkedIn, about 1,700 people answering, and 15% on email. So that was massive. A lot of meetings were booked, and about maybe 150 were booked, and 50% of that were closed to clients with 2 to 10 accounts rented. So all of that meant that our strategy was all about the law of scale, because once you've got the scale, then you can replicate and make sure it works well. And so this allowed us to maximize conversion on email and then maximize our strategy. Finally, a great time saver for us was our module. We had a mirror chat, which is one of our modules we created, because LinkedIn messaging system is not very practical. So we could centralize all 10 accounts on one place, and then interact with our people from one place, and then send all the data in one click into our CRM. So really, really easy. If you want to have a look, I put a link in the description. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching until the end. My name is Matthew from Mirror Profiles. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, comment down with your questions, and follow for more.